We have just got a few of the questions of our friends who are in here right now, and we will ask the relevant ones to you if you are all right with that also. And the other ones are not just related to this topic, so but don't worry, our future classes will cover that topics also, so we are encouraged you to attend the next open classes also. And you may ask me personally. I will share my email with you, and you may ask me anything about gender and sex as asked in the forums. I really glad to help you if you want. And I guess there is little chance to us to feel something and to be ourselves in some places, some universities. So to me, academia is just a concept that covers all the university, and the universities are just the representatives of that concept. And to be honest, I just visited a lot of university in my country, and people have no chance to be yourselves in such that place. Women's, queers, or LGBTI plus members, they are really just cannot be open, cannot just feel as yourselves, cannot dress however they want. And I don't know, just I feel like we need to save those people also. We need to save those universities to build safety places to the people, all of us. If we change those universities, those students, or the instructors that are professors that are in that university I mentioned, if we just save them, I feel like we may save the community as well, to create a safe place to all of our colors. Because in that world, if you are not a white middle class man, you cannot survive. It's just too hard, especially in Turkey. You may just be raped or harassed, or you just got killed, and then the person who hurts you never get any detention from the government. They just say, "Oh, all right, did you do that?" And the person says yes, and then, "Oh, all right, you can go on with your life." So that was my comment. Thank you so much.
Can I add something to what Sina said? It also made me think about the fact that Boğaziçi University was maybe the only, okay, not the only, but one of the very few universities in Turkey that was, how do I put this, like LGBTQ plus friendly. Like in other universities, people can't even like come up with their identities, and Boğaziçi was one of them. I'm using the form was, because the club has been closed just like a few weeks after the rector was appointed. So it's, I think, a huge indicator that the community will be oppressed even more. So I don't know. It's really sad that we're losing that, actually. Oh, and also I kind of have a question for you, Professor. When I think about the academia, especially one in the Boğaziçi University, the thought that some of them might be misogynist or homophobic doesn't even occur to me. Like, I feel like these people reached a certain point and studied till some point that they're just like, these conversations are like above them. There's not even a chance that they might be homophobic. So have you ever experienced such a thing, or does it really happen? I'm really actually curious about this.
To make sure I understand your question, you're asking whether I have experienced administration or other officials who are discriminatory in a way that we can like name and identify as homophobic or sexist. Is that what you're asking?
It doesn't have to be personal, but does it happen in the academia as well? Because among students and among the public, it does. But does it also happen in the academia, and how does it occur? Like, does it occur very openly, or how does it happen?
Sure. So I think the short answer to your question is yes, it certainly occurs. And the longer and perhaps more useful answer is that academia is a product of the culture in which the university exists, right? And the university is not totally independent of the community around it, right? The same people who live in the community and enact various forms of violence are often the same people who hold positions of power in the university, right? They're the same people. I think what changes is the way the violence occurs and the way that the violence is named. So in in the broader community, in public, violence occurs just like on the street, right? Someone, I think, Sino, was you who mentioned that it was just like someone gets raped or harassed, right? Like it just happens. But in the university, it takes place at an institutional level. It occurs by closing a club, right? Right, you're shutting down a network, a way for students to gather and feel safe. It's the same violence, right? People are not able to be themselves in both spaces. It's just that violence occurs under a different name. And in the university, it's often under the name of, maintaining order or being respectable or being professional, right? These words get thrown around as a way to punish various forms of deviance, essentially, right? Forms of difference that do not adhere to whiteness, that do not adhere to particular class standards or particular patriarchal standards that have come to define valuable labor and valuable intellectual